the Santa Claus Village. What do you call it? That name? The name of the village?
Rovaniemi.
Rovaniemi. Do you have personal memories related to that? And you used to go there when you were small?
In Finnish schools, there is it's like a sport holiday. It's like a skiing holiday. We used to go always to Lapland. Santa Claus is during the Christmas.
Yes.
It's of course the Christmas. He's the most popular guy of Christmas.
You know the song.
Which one?
That.
It's super cold in chilly water. The temperature must be around 3 or 2 degrees. It's super cold, I'm telling you for real. And then we went inside the sauna, which is on the opposite side. Finland has got more than 3 million saunas, right? Finland has got more number of saunas than the number of cars.
Public saunas are coming popular again. I would say like they have always been popular, but nowadays they are becoming like a crazy popular.
Chris, can we stand in this for 2 minutes?
For 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Not for 2 minutes.
1, 2, 3, 4. The wall line. Oh, it's freezing now. Do follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, everywhere. And leave us, drop down a comment if you enjoy our content. Hello and welcome everyone to the new episode of Cosmopolitesam. So today we have a very special guest with us, Finnish expert who is currently working with the Business Finland, right, which is part of the Embassy of Finland, and is being staying in India for a while, and he'll be leaving India pretty soon, maybe next 10 to 12 days. Today we are heading the far north to a country of silence, snow, saunas, and seafood. We'll be discovering and exploring everything one by one. And yes, we are talking about Finland, as I've explained. The land of 1,000 lakes. Finland is one of the countries where you will find the number of saunas are more than the number of cars, which is pretty interesting. And the country of northern lights and some of the happiest people on earth. So joining us is Juha Heikkinen, that's how I pronounce it?
Juha Heikkinen.
Juha Heikkinen.
Yes.
Got it. A Finnish expat currently serving in India, and together we will explore Finland's culture, values, technology, education, its evolving friendship with India, and many more interesting and funny facts and stories about Finland and its experiences. So, again, I want to say first of all, really thanks to you that you decided and you agreed to do a podcast with us. So thanks for being with us on Cosmopolitesam, and thanks for letting us do this podcast in the Embassy of Finland in such a beautiful environment. It's really amazing. So thank you. Thanks a lot from the depth of my heart.
Yes, for sure. My pleasure, because of course it's our work to tell about Finland and tell the story about Finland, and also as we have this nice embassy area here.
That's what that's what we are trying to do through our podcast. I'm trying to bring an exposure to people, to the youths of especially this country, with all these embassies, trying to interact with all the diplomats, ambassadors, experts, people from all over the world, and trying to know how the experiences are going on in India. We're trying to spread a positive message and about peace. So yeah, Finland, let's talk about Finland. But before diving into our questions and answers, I would like to just ask you for how long you have been staying in India, and would you like to explain a little bit about your work and what you exactly do in the Embassy of Finland to our listeners and viewers, please?
So I came here in January, so around 6 months ago. I work in Business Finland.
Okay.
It's the trade organization under the Embassy of Finland. So what we do, we find the partnerships and the opportunities for Finnish companies, how to explore in Indian market. We help in a market entry. We give that kind of a business advice.
Okay.
And the most thing is that we do matchmaking with Finnish companies and Indian companies. And our our headquarters is here in New Delhi, under the Embassy of Finland here. But we also work for United Arab Emirates here, and also to Saudi Arabia.
So the headquarters it's in Delhi, even for UAE, for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
That's very interesting.
There we have a satellite offices also.
Yeah.
But My position is I'm a junior advisor.
Yes.
So I'm giving the market advice for Finnish companies and helping them to get on these markets.
So your job is to help. In simple words, your job is to help the Finnish companies who want to invest in India or like Saudi Arabia and this country. So you guide them about the marketing situations and everything about whatsoever happening in India and these kind of countries. So you help also Indian companies or just the Finnish companies?
My colleague, he's also working, for example, with the investments in Finland.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's, for example, Indian company
If they wanna,
who would like to open an office in Finland, he helps them to do investments there and do the expand Finland. So, but of course, it's a both way story. Of course, if we see a good match, it would be beneficial for both sides. Of course, we help also then Indian companies with the Finnish. For example, in January we had here a polar bear pitching event where was I can't remember, it was around 10 Indian startups.
in Delhi.
Yeah, here at the embassy. They were pitching here at the cold pool
Okay.
for the jury, and one of the Indian startups get a ticket to
To
polar bear pitching competition to Oulu,
wow.
Finland.
So it happens every year, polar bear pitching competition.
Yes.
This is a very great knowledge for all of our listeners and viewers. If you want to do your startup or something like that, there are so many opportunities the embassy that provides, polar bear competition. It happens once in a year.
It happens once in a year in Oulu in northern Finland, but this year we had first time we had a satellite event here.
Well, so basically, if Indian startup, the youths of this country, if they want to invest, so they could apply for that.
Yes.
And it will really get beneficial for them.
Yes. And also we have a organization called Work in Finland,
Okay.
which is a talent hunting.
Oh.
We find the Indian talents
Wow.
and they get them also jobs in Finland.
There's so many opportunities, and there are many people that are not aware about all these things because they don't have the proper guidance, so they don't know exactly. They have information or knowledge, but it's very limited. So I'm sure that when they hear this kind of information from someone like you, obviously they're going to be more motivated and they're going to explore more about the opportunities.
That's the thing. For example, we had an event for students
Yes.
who are coming to study in Finland
Mhm.
here at the embassy, and quite many of those students and young people here, they don't know that much about
Exactly,
Finland.
they don't know.
Because that's of course big countries like Italy and France,
Or Germany,
they have a big country brand.
Yes,
and
yes.
they are known in a popular culture and
Yes.
everywhere. But Finland is quite tiny and unknown place still.
It's kind of bit on the corner, it's very north.
It's very far north.
It's
It's
far
very
north.
far north. It's as I would say, it's like a hidden gem
But
in
that's-
the North Europe.
True.
But for those from those students, I heard that I asked why they chose to study in Finland.
Mhm.
They check the ranking lists.
Okay.
The Finnish education is very
One of the
highly,
best in the world.
very highly ranked. And they said also that a application process to Finnish universities was much more straightforward than to many European other countries.
That's true.
But of course, it's the application process is very digitalized,
Yes.
and you can make it remotely very smoothly. So they chose that they want to go to Finland instead of some more a bigger country.
That's true. I know so many many of my friends have been trying to go for Finland or and many more Scandinavian countries or Nordic countries compared to the so-called popular countries nowadays. Things are changing. So yeah, which is a good thing for the relationship between India and Finland.
But that's also one of the reasons why I'm talking here to
Yeah.
spread the knowledge
Spread
about
the
Finland.
knowledge about it. True. Thanks to you for that. And coming to the very interesting part about the nature landscape of Finland. So Finland is known for its pristine natural beauty, and Finland has got more than 180,000 lakes. So I would like to know that how does nature influence the Finnish identity, and what's the importance of nature for common a Finnish citizen?
It's very big. Of course, nowadays more and more people live in cities.
Like Helsinki,
In
Tampere.
Helsinki, Tampere, Turku, Oulu, Jyväskylä, and those like a bigger cities, but still like the relationship with the nature is very strong with Finns. And for example, I live in Helsinki. My apartment is 7 kilometers from the center of Helsinki, but I can still get like from my doorsteps. I can go to the Helsinki Central Park
Okay.
and actually like get to the like a real forest.
Real forest.
And like from my doorsteps I can get like hundreds of kilometers of paths, like where I can just go
And nobody.
and be in the forest. And of course, like summer cottages
Yeah.
are very important for Finns. Like now it's July and it's like the summer holiday season in Finland. So like everybody are on the summer cottages.
It's more like the summer cottages, basically kind of the small cottages next to the lakes, right? So they go there out to the lakes and all,
Yeah.
fishing and all, and they stay there.
Yeah, quite often the summer cottages are there at the lakes, like so that you have like they are like usually they are quite small, like not like super fancy, but
Yes,
like
yeah.
some places where you can just be with yourself and with nature, and usually they have a sauna there, and then they can go there to swim in the lake and just do simple things and live simple life during the summer. That's a very Finnish thing.
That's super great. And one of the very interesting things that I was reading, I came to know about it. There's a wonderful concept in Finland called every man's right? And it allows people to roam, forage, and even camp in the wild without any kind of permission, right? Free of charge. You don't have to pay for that. So would you like to explain about that? Because I feel that is something super new. That would be something super new to many of our listeners. So what is it?
It's the everyman's right is that like everybody has a right to explore private and public forests. Like even like if it's private owned forest, you can go there and you can pick mushrooms and
Without paying?
berries. Yeah, without paying. Like you can't cut the trees there,
Yeah.
or that kind of that would be harmful for the forest. But if they're like a natural resources, those you can.
So for example, let's say if you have got a private property in Finland and you have got mango trees, so I can go there and I can pick the mangoes.
It's of course like if those are if it's like a mango garden,
Yes,
and
yeah.
then you go to pick them there, like then somebody's gonna get angry.
Yeah.
But it's kind of of course the thing is that like if you behave there well, if you respect the forest and the area, then you are allowed to go there and explore there. And also in Finland there are lots of national parks,
Yes.
which are there the forest is always it's very old, and it's it doesn't have been taken to the forest economy like in many of the private forests.
Yes.
Because as there are a lot of private landowners in Finland, and of course then the forest economy is also a very big thing in Finland, and it's a very big part of Finnish economy, that Finns own those
The woods.
woods.
And
Yeah,
the resources.
yeah.
And we're just talking about the summer cottages. So would you like to share some of your experiences of your childhood? Like you used to go pretty much during every summer vacation, or how it used to be? Do you have any funny anecdotes, stories?
Every summer vacation, and even almost every weekend.
So with your friends or with your siblings or
Usually with the family.
With the family.
Usually people go there with a family, quite a limited part of people. And my parents got an idea in the 90s that they want to build a new summer cottage.
Okay, where?
Some 90 kilometers from Helsinki.
Okay.
The small village where my mother is from. And like we started from the zero. There was just a plant of woods.
Okay.
And we cut the wood and built the apartment there. And like on the many of the first summers from my childhood,
Yes.
I was working there. I was working there at the summer cottage. And
We used to help basically in the building of that.
yeah. And
Yeah.
like on those times, like when I got to teenagers, and I was feeling that like I would like to do like go out with my friends during the summer and do some partying and
But
stuff
you
like
were
that.
working.
But I had to be working at the summer cottage, and on those times I have to be honest that the summer cottage was not my favorite place to be.
Okay.
But now when the same summer cottage, when it's like a ready-made and nice and like now you can just chill there, I would say like that's the best place on earth.
So
And
now,
that's a place what I have been missing a lot when I'm here in India.
so basically now it's now if you think about it, you'll feel like it was a good investment what you were doing, like the work.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best investments I have done during my life, yeah.
Yes, that's very cool. So now, one of the very interesting things about the Finland is the igloos, right, and the aurora lights. So let's head north and to Lapland. Again, it's a very mysterious place. The magical region of snow-covered forest, reindeer, and of course, the Santa Claus Village. Right? I'm not able to pronounce it. What do you call it? The name of the village, the Santa Claus Village.
Rovaniemi.
Rovaniemi.
Yes.
So do you have personal memories related to that? And you used to go there when you were a small kid, like growing up?
We used to go like to Lapland because like in Finnish schools there is it's like a sport holiday. It's
Oh.
like a skiing holiday
Okay.
in February.
Got it.
It's a 1 week holiday when like quite many Finns go to ski centers and they go to northern Finland. Also like to ski and to meet their relatives. And on those weeks we used to go always to Lapland and to like a big centers like there are, for example, Levi and Ylläs and Rukka. And like those are the biggest ski centers. It's like it's quite near Rovaniemi and quite near that it's over the Arctic Circle.
It's like
Even more north.
close to North Pole,
Yeah. It's like one of the northern areas in Finland.
Lapland.
Yeah, in Lapland.
So I just have this very I'm curious to know about it. That in India, or many of the countries, people are so curious and crazy about Santa Claus and Christmas. But for you guys, it's just a normal thing, right? Because again, there's the Santa Claus and all. So you guys had the same craze for it, or you had the same craze for Santa Claus when you were growing up, or it was normal for you?
It's like Santa Claus is during the Christmas.
Yes.
It's of course the craze. He's the most popular guy
Yeah.
of Christmas. And all the kids go crazy and all the adults go crazy. And we have of course like a relation and a lot of stories and a lot of like
The folk stories, the folklores.
yeah, a lot of like comics and like that kind of films about Santa Claus and like fairy tales about Santa Claus. And of course, it's a big part of Finnish Christmas. And also the thing is that, for example, I
Yeah.
have been working as Santa Claus.
Tell us more about it. Okay.
Just like in a Christmas Eve.
Yes.
People usually, like families want that Santa Claus visits their home
Yes.
and bring the gifts to
Yes.
kids.
Yes.
And always kids go crazy. And like quite many have been asking like, Juha, can you maybe like, you are kind of like an outgoing person and
Yes.
like good with kids and good with people, like if you could become as a Santa Claus. And yeah, I've been like, for many years I have been doing it as my side hustle. Also.
So there's something to all of our listeners. If you guys ever need a Santa Claus, you can get the Santa Claus. We'll give you the details.
Yeah, I'm just
Perfect.
wearing a little bit different.
Sad for
costume.
sad as well. Cool.
Yeah.
And many of us, they dream about seeing the Northern Lights. Again, it's one of my childhood dreams. I've always been fascinated by the Northern Lights, the aurora lights. And yes, I remember we were talking about it, and you told me that yes, you had the privilege to see the aurora lights, and you have experienced and witnessed it. So how does it feel like? Would you like to share about the aurora borealis?
It's of course like it's a very beautiful like dance of light on the sky. But in a very clear and cold winter nights, you can see those, especially in Lapland. Like in the southern Finland, where I'm from, in Helsinki, you can sometimes, like very seldom, you can see them in Helsinki.
Okay.
But sometimes, and it's also like, of course, when the city lights are, like when the city brings lights, it's more difficult to see them on the sky. But in Lapland, where it's more like a rural area, and it's not big cities over there, so like there, that's the skies. Usually it's black during the winter, so there you can see like that.
So if we go to Lapland, let's say during the winter for a week, so we have a very great chance of seeing the aurora lights.
You have a good chance to see. You have a good chance to see. Of course, like there are, of course, like always like cloudy days. And when the clouds are over, like then it's impossible to see them. But like if you are there 1 week, you have a good chance to see them.
And one of the very interesting facts that the glass igloo hotels, one of the very interesting, parts of Finland, the glass igloo hotels. So nowadays we have this, let's say, the hotel industry are coming up with the new ideas. I think especially it's kind of a Finnish invention. I could be wrong, but as far as I'm aware, it's a Finnish invention that like the glass igloo hotels, and where it's mainly to attract the Asian tourists, right, as you were mentioning. So where you could like be under the igloo and see the stars and then the sky, sleep under the sky all night. So also there are some myths related to it. First of all, have you ever experienced or slept under the igloo? And then let's share the myths about it.
It is truly a magical experience, of course. Like if you are like you lay there on the bed and
Under the
like
stars and sky.
over you, like you can see from the glass, like ceiling, you can see the whole sky. And like especially if it's a like if the northern lights are very strong, like it's definitely a magical experience.
Yeah.
And there is also a myth.
Have you ever done that? Sorry to interrupt you, but have you ever slept under the igloo?
I have done, yeah.
Wow.
I have done it, and like it's definitely a magical experience.
And also inside the igloo, it's not too cold, right? It's warm.
It's warm. It's like a hotel room. It's like a luxurious hotel room. Like it's very nicely made and like very neatly made experience.
Yeah. And about the mid part.
But the myths, like there's a lot of Asian people who love to come to Lapland and also to experience northern lights, those glass igloos. Like I have like heard this kind of story.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's like an urban legend or if it's like a true story, but like I heard that like for Asian people, like if they have love under the northern lights, then they will have a happy and wise children.
Oh. That's good. So
But it is an urban legend, so
Yeah.
like I have heard that kind of story.
Yeah, but it's very interesting, right? And even apart from that, again, it's a very magical experience, as you just mentioned.
And it's a beautiful experience. So like for all the couples, also I recommend that honeymoon on those glass igloos and under the northern lights.
I'm
It's
sure
really
many of the
magical.
couples also would be listening to our the podcast that we are doing. And instead of going to the very common places for your honeymoon, you also want to discuss a little bit about the wildlife. Finland is home to so many wonderful creatures like bear, elk, wolves, few of the very endangered species of seals that is found in Finland, and of course reindeer. So what's the importance of wildlife for the government of Finland? Also, I would say that the common people of Finland. And adding to that, one of the things that I've observed, the people of Finland, they're very closely attached to nature. This is my personal observation. So, and they really take care of their the surroundings environment in a very good way. So this is something very inspiring. It should be inspiring to all of us. So I want you to talk about it.
It is like a as same style as the nature, of course. Like the wild animals, very important for Finns, and they, as you said, like those like big wild animals like bears and wolves. Those like you very seldom see them in Finland, but they are still like a big part of Finnish story. Because like the land in Finland is so huge that it's like the animals have so much space there to be there on the woods, like, and they really want to be on their own shelves there.
Just 5.5 million people.
Yeah, and like it's the land area is quite significant there. But one species that you mentioned, it's a seal.
Yes, the seal.
Like it's the only seal in the world that is living in the lakes.
In that lakes, yeah.
In the like in the sweet water, as we say.
Have you ever witnessed that?
Like I have saw those, and I have saw those, and they live in Lake Saimaa, which is like the second biggest lake in Finland.
In Finland, I was so fascinated by it. Please tell me about it.
Yeah. And they are like they are quite endangered species nowadays.
Yes.
Because of the climate warming, because like they need a lot of snow for their
Survival.
nests.
For the breeding and
Yeah. And for the like to make baby seals. But there's a lot of like they do a lot of work with those. It's called the species called Saimaan norppa.
Saimaan norppa.
Saimaan norppa. It's like the seal of Saimaa, Lake Saimaa. And they do a lot of work to keep them alive. And they are like truly like a unique species, like a whole wide world seal.
Maybe you could send some of like the pictures of that seal, and we'll be like using during our podcast. It would be a very great exposure and something new for the people who are watching us.
Yeah.
So yeah. And again, very important part of the daily life of Finland and the Finnish culture, the saunas, right? So public saunas are becoming popular again, and we can't talk about Finland without mentioning the sauna. So what role does sauna play in Finnish culture? And again, I was like, as I mentioned, that Finland has got more than 3 million saunas, right? Finland has got more number of saunas than the number of cars. So please tell about like the importance of saunas, and do you guys take it every day or twice in a day, and everything about it in detail.
Yeah, that was like, as you said, like that public saunas are coming popular again. I would say like they have always been popular, but nowadays they are becoming like a crazy popular. Because like also like a young and trendy crowd have found them nowadays more and more, and they are built in Helsinki, for example.
Yes.
Many like a very nice design saunas, which are made like with a wooden architecture.
By the government.
It's like they are. One of them is by the government, and one is also private.
So it's paid well.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they have become like very popular also among tourists. They are like made with a very nice design, places to visit. But like the meaning of saunas to Finnish people is very strong.
How do you pronounce it? Sauna.
Sauna. Yeah,
Sauna.
Sauna.
Okay.
Because like every like a block of flat, like they have their own sauna.
Okay.
And like if you don't have own sauna in your apartment, people can still reserve their sauna slots from the shared sauna and go there. Like usually people like to go there on Saturday evenings and like the end of the week to go and have a chill there.
So when you go to sauna, so you must be spending hours there, right? It's not something that you go there for 30 minutes an hour. I'm sure it's also like a get-together place for the Finnish people.
It's like you go there. Usually sauna slots are from 1 to 2 hours.
Okay.
I personally like to go to sauna without a clock, so that I can spend there as much as I want, because it's kind of like a meditative place where I forget everything around and like I don't wanna be rushed there. But it depends. Like public saunas are places where people go to meet people and like have a chat and like even like talk to strangers.
Yes, yes.
But then like the private saunas is like the places where people like Finns like to go just by themselves
And relax.
to relax and just be quiet. And,
Do
like,
nothing.
yeah. But sauna has also like a very big meaning in Finnish mythology because like in the early days,
Okay.
like in rural areas, usually children they get born in
Okay.
sauna
Okay.
because that's like the cleanest place
Yes.
where like
Nothing happens.
to give the birth, and then also like when people died, they were taken to sauna, and like the body was washed there before it was
Before burying.
yeah before putting to the corpse and before burying. So like
That's interesting.
sauna is like the place in Finnish culture where
It's part of the culture.
yeah it's like it's a place where life begins
And life ends.
and life ends.
Wow.
Like sauna is where it all begins and ends.
It's the alpha and the omega. So
Yeah.
It starts with it, ends with it. That's very impressive. And then thanks for sharing this piece of information. Interesting. And also, in India, we have like wellness often includes yoga or Ayurveda. And do you see any similarities with Finnish wellness habits? Or also one of the things that I've seen about many, I would say, Nordic countries and Scandinavian countries as well, that for them they do some kind of like thing where they make kind of a small hole between the eyes and they take shower there, and it says it's supposed to be increasing like making you more fit or like helps you with your heart rate and all that. So do you guys do that kind of stuff? What do you do like for the fitness thing? And apart from hiking and trekking, more about it.
It's the thing is like as you said like in the winter time like we can do it so that we make a hole in the ice
In the
of
ice.
its legs, and like when you are in a sauna you have like 100 degrees warm there,
Okay.
and then
100 degrees.
you go from sauna you go
To-
swim in like an icy lake, and it's like almost zero there.
And you do that like same time?
Yeah from place to place.
Whoa, that's pretty wild.
But it's very good for your like a blood circulation.
And also, I think I was reading maybe one of the articles that says that this is one of the best ways to increase your brain cells. For example, like when your brain gets like some kind of shock. For example, like you were in a warm place and all of a sudden you go to like a freezing and chilling place. So yeah, that's one of the very good ways to boost your brain cells.
It's for your brains, and it's also
For your body.
for your immune system.
Immune system.
Yeah, but you have to like be. Of course, you have to be aware that like it also like it affects
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of your
yes.
like heart.
I mean, it's not for everyone. Obviously, if an Indian
Yeah.
tries, it will be very dangerous. But again, for you guys, again, it's like
Yeah.
you guys, like,
But like if you have like some
heart problem or something.
heart problems or that kind of stuff, then I wouldn't recommend
not
it because
very-
it's kind of like a shocking
Yes, it
experience.
is. It is.
But it is the thing, like many, for example, startup entrepreneurs and kind of like a big career people who want to be sharp the whole day. What they do first thing in the morning, they go to have a dip in cold water in the first thing in the morning to shock them and like wake them up, and like they feel that they are energetic the whole day after that.
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I've tried that.
Yeah, you can try it.
That's good. And so now let's talk about some of the major cities of Finland. What are some of the major cities of Finland to explore? One of them is how do you pronounce Tampere?
Tampere,
Yes, and also Helsinki, obviously, and then Turku.
Turku.
So, would you like to share something unique about all these cities? And apart from all this, the main cities, what are the other places in Finland to explore? Let's say if someone wants to explore Finland, if an Indian traveler, or even from anywhere in the world. So, what places they should explore apart from all the touristic ones? So, answer both these questions.
For example, Turku. Turku is the old capital of
Okay.
Finland. Yeah, there's a lot of like old wooden buildings and that kind of like old architecture. and if you have opportunity to go to archipelago there,
Yes.
like they starts from Turku there,
The largest archipelago in the world. I think.
yeah, and it goes all the way to Åland, which is a city like a island between Finland and Sweden. So like there's a lot of like a very small islands over there, and it's like this time of the year it's truly a magical place. They in Turku there is also lots of very nice summer events going on right now. For example, today there starts a music festival called Ruisrock,
Yeah, which is super famous.
which is one of the oldest music festivals in the Europe. It's a big thing happening there right now.
People must be coming from all over the world to attend that music festival, right?
Yeah. Like all around the world, and they are like big names performing there every year. Also like summer festivals and festivals in general are the big part of like the Finns, like how the cities are like livable. Also in Tampere they have a big festivals, for example, like in the August there are Blockfest called like a rap festival going on there, and also like they have like some metal music festivals there, and like lots of things happening. And actually Tampere is like the fastest growing city
Of Finland.
of Finland right now. And they have done lots of investments there to the like infrastructure and like to build a lot of like new buildings
Infrastructure,
there.
like to attract more people.
Yeah. Because like then in Helsinki and in the capital area, like Helsinki capital area is Helsinki, Espoo, Vantaa, and Kauniainen. It's like 4 cities
Okay.
together. But there, like some people say that like housing prices
Super expensive.
have got so high that people are also like looking for other like other options nowadays, because like when thinking about like what you get with your money, like then the Tampere, for example, has like in some ratings like that when people like they are counting the quality of life, like Tampere has got like the highest
In the world, I would say.
quality of Finland right now, maybe in the world also.
If it's highest in Finland, it's obviously highest in Finland, right?
Yeah.
it's always. It's
Yeah.
good. And also, do you see like we're talking about like also the other parts that are like not touristic but again super like beautiful to explore? And would you like to name some of the places where we can like travel and go and explore apart from the major towns and cities?
They are of course like from Helsinki, like 50 kilometers, you can find a place called Porvoo,
Porvoo.
which is a small and like very old village where they have a lot of like old architecture, a lot of wooden architecture, and like old churches. Then one one place which I like a lot is called Lahti.
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 I studied 1 year there in my 20s.
What were you studying?
I was studying theater on those times. I was studying acting on those
Okay.
times because I wanted to be an actor
We should person.
in my 20s.
Yeah, you'll be a great actor in Bollywood movies maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Like Bollywood would be cool.
Yes.
But Lahti is like it's a very sporty place.
Okay.
Like there are kind of, because there are hills over there in Lahti, and there is every year there's a winter games, there's skiing games, and like also ski jumping there, and that is very nice place to visit, especially during the winter time.
Oh,
Of course, during the summertime they have a nice lake there, and like nice areas over there. So like Lahti is a very nice place. I recommend that also. Then in the northern Finland there is a place called Oulu. I told about the polar bear picture
Yes,
event is from there.
oh,
And Oulu is like a technology city. In
Got
the,
it.
like there's, for example, there was a big R&D centers of Nokia mobile phones on early days.
That's a Finnish company.
Yeah, and on those, like it's still like lots of like employees from those times. They are there, and like they are having the technology startups, like technology companies over there, and the Oulu is quite nice and fresh place.
Again, you were just talking about the festivals, right? One of the festivals that I came to know about, that in Finland you do some kind of air guitar thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty famous. And they also do world championship for air guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you're just pretending that you're playing guitar.
Yeah, it's like you play air guitar and like
It's for real, like
yeah, and who is like playing the most? Like
it's pretty famous, right?
it is like it has got a lot of visibility in international press always, and it's actually they held it in Oulu in northern Finland, and there's like people around the world come to compete there. Like who are the
the best expressions, best techniques of holding the guitar,
Yeah.
the virtual guitar.
Yeah, it's like they have a background song
Mm-hmm.
which comes from the amplifiers, and then they go and play.
So to all of you, if you guys ever feel that you want to be part of air guitar competition, go to Finland. That's the right place for you.
Yeah. But there are other that kind of like a bit crazy world championships. There are, for example, it's called Akan Kannon MM-kisat. It's like carrying your wife.
Yes, I remember.
Like it's a competition where you carry your wife. It's like a course where it's a different kind of how can I say, like it's a course made where you carry your wife, and the one
Yes.
who is the fastest like is the winner. And for example, former basketball legend from the US, Dennis Rodman, was taking part of that competition some years ago. And another one is also a swamp football.
I don't know about this.
Like, do you know swamp?
Yeah, I know.
Swamp, but they play football
In the swamp.
in the swamp.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
And then it's like a world championships that they have in Eastern.
We'll try to add some footages of like of the competition in our video.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's wild.
So would you like to explain a little bit about this picture, as you were mentioning that it's from Lapland? So tell me more about it.
So this is like a very typical picture from Lapland.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can, this is like in the autumn, like when the trees and when the leaves, before they fell down, they turn to very like bright colors.
And breeding season for all the animals.
Yeah, and there are reindeers on the way here. Like there's lots of reindeers in Lapland because they are part of they are like a cattle there.
Mm-hmm.
And, like they are a big part of Lapland economy also.
And also for meat, I would say.
Also for meat, like their meat is delicious, and also of course they work for Santa Claus also.
Oh,
They
yes.
are on.
It's like a part of the Finnish people, of their daily life, right? The reindeers, I would say.
Yeah, and they hang out like this kind of like a big groups, like a little bit the same style as cows here at the Delhi.
Oh, got it. So
Delhi ways.
they're the cows of Finland.
Yeah. But here you can also see like it's Finnish mountains. Like it's actually like it's called tunduri.
Tundra, we say in English, right?
Yeah,
Tundra.
it's like a fjell. It's like I think the international expression is fjell for those kind of mountains. But in Finland, like the mountains are not that kind of sharp ones.
Yeah.
For example, Himalayas or like the Alps, but they are more that kind of like a bit rounded hill style.
Right.
Like that.
Yes.
Like they're in the very far north. It like landscape a little bit looks like a moon because it's kind of like a tundra
Right.
and kind of like a very rugged.
Very rough and rugged.
Yeah. But it's kind of like it's rugged but very beautiful.
And reindeer are a very important part of the forest.
Yeah, reindeers are there everywhere, and like they walk freely there, and like they just.
And also that what do you call the elk? They're
Elk?
also they're also pretty famous. Do people eat the meat of elk also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elks are like they are wild animals. They are not cattle.
So reindeers are not wild animals for you guys?
Reindeers are like cattle. Like they are a little bit like a.
Okay.
like they are privately owned usually, but they just like they wander around there. But yearly they always like gather them around
Okay.
in the places where they count them and like see that where they're actually going on.
Do you know how to make reindeer meat?
I have never cooked reindeer, but I have many times I have eaten reindeer,
Yeah.
and like that's the dish that I would recommend that if you are going to Finland and if you are non-vegetarian,
Sure.
like reindeer meat is definitely the best because it's there's not much fat in reindeer meat and it's very tasty and very fresh.
And one of the things that I wanted to ask you that fishing is pretty common in Finland or not? Or depends.
Fishing is like as there are a lot of lakes. Like fishing is it is quite common there, and like people do it as a profession, but also as a hobby a lot.
Because we are like having hundreds of thousands of lakes in Finland.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe that fishing would be pretty common in Finland. Pretty much every child would be going fishing maybe during the summer holidays or something. Is something that you used to do, or?
It is kind of like a thing, especially to do in the summer holidays.
And the berry picking maybe in rural areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do people do still or not?
Berry picking is like a berry and mushroom picking in the autumn. Like it actually some 5-10 years ago, like it became very trendy. Like people from cities, like young people, hipsters, as we say, like they
From Finland only.
yeah. They wanted to go to do a lot of like a mushroom and berry picking because of course like in a digitalized world, like if you're working in the office or you are in the cities, like if you go to do berry picking, mushroom picking, it's like a very
Big thing.
very rewarding and very much like it like cleans your
It's
Please,
soul
yeah.
in your mind.
yeah.
The body too.
But the problem is that there's still like every year there are like I don't know how many hundreds or millions of tons of berries that are still left in the forests.
So maybe if someone wants to go and collect those berries,
Yeah.
they can go and do the berry picking.
And actually, like there was like I have to be honest that I'm not sure how is it nowadays, but like there used to become a lot of people from Thailand, for example, a lot of workforce from Thailand to do
Berry
berry
picking.
picking to the Finnish forest during the summertime because like there's like a huge
And you get paid for also, right?
Yeah.
The owner of the land would be paying you like for berry picking.
yeah. But they just need the workforce and people go to pick their berries there.
Wow, that's cool.
But there's still like the problem is that like there's lots of berries that are left rotten in the forest still.
And nobody. But it's good maybe it goes to the nature. And maybe the reindeers would be eating them.
Reindeers and bears eat
Bears,
them. Like
bears,
even
bears.
bear, even though it's a huge animal, but it still eats a lot of like
The berries, yeah, they eat lots of berries.
especially like blueberries and lingonberries. They eat
Yes,
a lot.
yes. Perfect. And let's talk about the Sami people, the indigenous group of Lapland. How are their culture and traditions preserved in Finnish society today, especially when things are changing in an unprecedented way? So tell us a little bit about it when things are evolving so rapidly and like never before.
Sami people like nowadays like they are very respected and like they have their own for example news in public television. They have their own programs.
They also own lots of land and forest.
Yeah, like they are like they are the people like they're the original people from the Lapland, and they live like in the area of Finland, Sweden, and Norway.
Okay.
So they are not actually like the country borders that are put there, like are not in the first time they are not respecting like their land because like they live in all of these countries areas. But they have also their own government and their own decision making there, and they have like a very strong culture. Like you have seen, like they have a very colorful like suits
Yes.
and like colorful clothes there, and also like their music is also very rich there. and like they are very highly respected nowadays in all the Nordic countries. And also, like what has been very cool to see is that Sami people, like young Sami people, they have kind of like they are very proud of their roots and
Which
their
is very
culture,
important.
which is very very important. And they are they have started to do, for example, rap music
Wow.
and like a modern music in
And
Sami language.
expressing about their culture
Yeah.
and traditions and everything.
Yeah, and like they are kind of like doing that kind of mixing of modern and traditional culture.
That's fun.
That is that's a very very important part of Finnish culture nowadays.
And yes, let's bust some myths. What are some stereotypes about Finland? The stereotypes about Finland that you hear pretty often and that you laugh about.
I would
Which
say
is not
that,
true maybe.
that like Finns are very reserved and Finns are very quiet and in
Yes.
their own shell. But I would say like that's also true.
But not with you.
Like I would say that I'm not a very typical Finnish person.
That's true.
That's why I'm here in India. So like I'm a kind of person who likes to explore and like understand foreign cultures and foreign people and like but I have also that like a Finnish side, like Finnish style that I'm like very introverted. I like to be in my own shell and kind of like respect my own space. And that's also the thing that it's a Finnish myth, but like it's also truth. But it's also the thing that I'm quite proud,
Yeah.
because like Finns are very straightforward. Like usually Finns like tell what they are thinking about, and, like how things are. Like it's like they don't talk that much. Like they just say the necessary things, and like they definitely don't understand what small talk.
They don't they don't beat around the bush. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, but like but it's but the challenge is sometimes that like it's difficult to get into that bubble. Like if you go there as a foreigner, it could be challenging to get like under the skin and under the like to the circles there. But when you get there, when you get the like when you get to know them, and like when you get the kind of like acceptance there, like they see that like you are kind of, because like in Finnish like how people are communicating, like honesty is a very important thing. Like if you are kind of like if you're faking,
Yes.
like Finns see it immediately and they don't respect that.
They get
But
it in
like,
a second.
yeah, but like if you are like open and like you are honest with your things and pure, like then you can get the like acceptance there, like then get to the like under the skin.
But this is something I really love about the Finnish people, because I've met some of them. They're very straightforward, and then I'm someone who like enjoys the company of people who are very straightforward, who just say what they think, which is a very great. Yeah. With long dark winters and bright summer nights, Finland really feels the seasons. So how do Finns celebrate those extremes and the transformation of like one extreme to another?
The thing is that like as winter is long, especially in the north, like in the north, like above our Arctic Circle,
Like the Lapland. for
in the
example.
Lapland, like during the winter, like the sun doesn't go up at all, so it's all the time darkness.
Wow. Even during the daytime.
Even during the daytime, it's like the sun doesn't come up. Like there's a glow of sun that comes, but like sun is not shining there.
Okay.
And it's of course it slows people and it gets them to more on their like own shell and do their own business. But then in the other end, like when the summer comes, when the light comes, when the warm weather comes, and like then people really go out of their shells. And as I said, like right now when it's like the best summer season, like in July in Finland, like it's full of festivals and full of like people are out on their summer cottages and like on the like all the cities are full of life, and like it's kind of extremes that people are like hibernated like 8 months.
They're coming like polar bears.
Yeah, 8 months of the year they are hibernated, but then when the summer comes, they are full of life and energy, like doing
Party
things.
and everything.
Yeah.
So some famous festivals include like Midsummer, and then Vapu,
Vapu, yeah.
and also Kalevala Day. And which one is your favorite and why? Talk about it. About these festivals.
I would say from those, Vappu is my personal favorite because it's the 1st of May.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a party of like a carnival of spring, and it's especially like after the cold and dark winter when the spring is coming, and it's like early days. On those days, like the nature is starting to wake up, and like weather is getting warmer, and especially like in Helsinki and in cities where are universities, like it's also a carnival of students.
Yeah,
And students go out, and like it's a lot of like young and fresh energy, and people go crazy.
You used to do that a lot during your college time?
They are actually like they are wearing their like university overalls.
You used to do as well during your college?
Yeah, for sure. I'm still doing those. Like, and also like when we graduate from high school, we get the kind of white hats, and usually like people are wearing those during Vappu celebrations.
So it's basically a student festival.
It's a student, and it's also like a working class festival.
Okay.
It used to be like a party of like a working class, because it's called a Labor Day.
Okay.
But nowadays it has become more and more like it's also like a party of the spring, like a carnival of spring. It's my personal favorite. Then, for example, Midsummer is then like that's the like just a few weeks ago when it was Midsummer. Like Finnish people, they like to go to summer cottages on that time, and it's more like that. You go there with your family and with your like a inner circle to somewhere to the summer cottage, and also one part of the like a midsummer culture is that there is that kind of like a dance halls where like it's a traditional Finnish dancing, like a pair dancing.
Okay.
Where you go, there's a band playing like a traditional Finnish music, and they go like with a color, like with flower dresses.
What do you call it?
It's called lavatanssit.
Lava dancing.
Yes.
Okay.
And those are like very like traditional Finnish midsummer habits.
And let's talk about the Finnish cuisine.
There's, for example, one very famous Finnish. It's called like a Karelian pie.
Okay.
It's like a pie made of rye and rice.
It's dessert.
It's like it's kind of like it's not bread, but it's like kind of like a thick bread style.
Okay.
And also, as I said, like for a non-vegetarian meals, like for example, reindeer meat is very nice and fresh. Like that we have it with the smashed potatoes and with lingonberries and with that kind of like very natural and low fat and like a fresh ingredients. Then another like very traditional Finnish dish is called kalakukko.
How do you pronounce it? Kala?
It's like a it's fishes, like small fishes get from Finnish lakes, and they are baked in inside the rye bread. And it's like it's a big like a rye bread, but there's inside there's fish, and like especially like if you're eating those as like when they are freshly made, like with some butter, like they are very delicious.
How do you pronounce it?
It's called kalakukko.
Kalakukko.
Yes.
Cool. And okay, but you've been staying in India for a while, so you must have tried Indian dishes, foods as well. Did you enjoy any of them?
Yes, I've enjoyed them like of course, like some of those dishes we have in Finland in Indian restaurants, also like tikka masala and
Butter chicken, the common one.
butter chicken, and but of course, like here I've got like biryani and also of course roti, bread, naan bread, and
Dal makhni.
dalia, like also like a vegetarian dishes. Like when I was having a hike at the Himalayas, I was the whole week I was with a vegetarian diet.
How was it?
It was like I was thinking first like that, like how I'm gonna manage with that, but like the food was there was a lot of like beans and dali, and I literally felt it like in my stomach that I was feeling that I'm swallowing them. But like actually like it was when I get used to it. Like it's like if it's cooked well, it's nice and tasty.
Where were you in the Himalayas? Where were you traveling?
I went to Uttar Pradesh
Uttar Pradesh, okay.
and to
Uttarakhand, yeah.
Rishikesh.
Rishikesh.
And from Rishikesh we went to a very small village called Sari, and then we went to Kandarsila.
Okay.
Kandarsila mountain. There was like we went. It was I think 3,600 meters was the elevation. There was like we went to the one of the. I think it was the highest elevation Shiva temple in the
Yes,
world.
yes, it's Tungnath also I think is the.
Yeah, Tungnath temple.
Yes.
Tungnath, yeah.
Tungnath. It's super mesmerizing.
Yeah. That was a very
Adventurous for you, I would say.
unique experience to go to.
And let's talk a little bit about the education system of Finland. So what makes it so successful? Finland's education system, it's often ranked among one of the best in the world, or even best. Would you like to share your insight about that? Why it's so successful, and it's also free as much as I'm not about.
Yes, I would say like the biggest key for success is that it is free, and it's like it's very equal, and like it gives similar opportunities
To everyone.
for all of the students. Like if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a businessman, it's just about your hard work. It's not about like whose parents
Yeah, doesn't
have
matter.
money to put you in the university. Like it's like everybody can like put those goals and like work hard for their dreams there. And like that equality makes it, for my opinion, it makes it fair, and also like it makes it very high quality because like it's of course like there's competition, like as everybody has the same opportunities and they are competing from the same level. Like of course it keeps the competition on, but also like the teacher education in Finland, it's very high quality. Like the teachers are very professional in Finland,
Okay.
and like the teacher profession is respected in Finland.
It's something that's being taken care of very seriously. It's a serious profession. It's not that they
Yeah.
require all these skills and qualifications.
Yes. And I would say like the most important thing is that it's free there for Finnish citizens.
And that's how it became so successful. That's kind of the key for the success of the Finnish education
Yeah.
system.
Yeah, it keeps it keeps the ball rolling all the time. Like you don't kind of like you can't buy yourself
True.
to the university and then you are there.
And
You think that like you are smart.
True, I strongly feel the education it should be the basic right of everyone. It should be free for all the children all over the world. So yeah, that's very interesting.
And it's kind of like a base education that children get. Like of course, like is it like age of 15, you can start to study the profession. But more or less, like everybody studies until they are 18.
18.
Yeah, and like that makes it sure that like everybody are more or less like the basic.
Certain level of education.
Yeah.
Everyone has got the minimum level of education.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
very important.
minimum level of education and like there's like the basics are educated to everybody.
I've heard that children are also being taught Swedish along with Finnish. And Swedish is the second official language.
Swedish is the second national language in
Yes.
Finland. It's like around a 10% of Finnish population have Swedish as their first language.
First language. Okay.
And also like many, like if you go there, you see signs on the streets, like they are in Finnish and Swedish both.
That's interesting. And okay, one of the very interesting parts is that Finland is ranked among the happiest country in the world year after year. So what's the secret? It's just because the people are more reserved, or it's because of the community trust, or something else? What's the secret behind the happiness of the Finnish people?
That's the thing, like that's
From the government maybe, because
it's like 8 years in a row, like Finland is ranked as the happiest country in the world, and that's true. That's true for sure. But like happiness is kind of like a buzzword.
Mm.
And I would say like the Finnish happiness is more like the people are satisfied.
Mhm.
They are pleased like their life. Like it's balanced, like it's not that kind of like American happiness.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, we're so happy! Oh my God!
It's more like they're content, satisfied.
Yeah, they are satisfied and like pleased what they have and thankful what they have. And like many things are quite, how can I say, like sometimes they can feel a bit flat there, and that they are not like a big highs, but they're not big lows. Like people are taking care there very well, like as a like education system, like social service system is taking well, and like people are like, even though like if you're unemployed, like you're not kicked on the street.
Yes, you still have a home too.
Yeah, like the society is still taking care of you, and like of course like people are like quite much on their comfort zone there,
Mhm.
and that's of course part of the happiness.
Yes.
And like but of course sometimes the challenge is that when people are too much on their comfort zone,
Then
it's
it's-
also like that they get a little bit lazy.
Lazy. Sure.
And it's also for the Finnish economy, it's the thing that like of course like you have to work and push hard and like
Evolve.
make things happen and evolve and innovate and like learn new things and that. But sometimes in Finland it feels like that things are a bit slow and like people are too much on their comfort zone, but at the same time it's part of the happiness. Like that there's not, of course like there are like successful companies and like innovation and grinding and like career people, but in the same time there's a lot of like people who are who are happy what they have.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily have the most shiny and crazy things, but they have like a clean nature and
They have the
like
berries.
they have berries and fresh food
Yes.
and like
Fresh air.
and everything, and like they are quite settled.
Yeah.
Like they
I think that's pretty much all we need.
Mm.
But after that, whatever we need, it's more like our greed.
it is.
But-
It's usually like when you achieve in your career and in your life, and then you start to like you want to have more and more all the time. But actually, like in the end, when you think like what matters, like it's the basics.
The basics.
And like that you have like a good people around you,
True,
and
true.
like
And-
you feel safe and loved, and like you have your necessary things.
Yeah, and this is a very great, I would say, like thing with the Finnish people, that they have got the basics, they have got the education system, they have got their like good health system, the infrastructure, and everything. So yeah, that's pretty good. Now let's talk about diplomacy. How would you describe the current relationship between India and Finland, and has it evolved for good in the last few years or not? What do you think?
I would say like in Finland, people don't know that much about India. Like it's just a big country in the south where is lots of people and like lots of things happening, but like Finns and Finnish companies doesn't know the opportunities here that well, for my opinion. And what I see here, like of course, like the economic growth in India is fastest in the world.
You can say one
Right
of the
now.
fastest in the world. Right?
Yes, and like things are developing here like very well, and of course like here like a lot of things are digitalizing, and a lot of like ICT companies are founded here, and things are developing here crazy fast.
In terms of the digitalization, I would say India has surpassed many of the top countries of the world in the last few years.
Yes, and they more and more, of course, Finnish companies and Finnish people like they should and they have found and understand the opportunities here for collaboration, and for Finnish Indian collaboration opportunities. I see like there's a big potential in them, especially like in a digitalization, in a education, in a different kind of like innovation areas. Sustainability, like there's a lot of work for like sustainability and like circular economy things are very well developed in Finland, and of course there would be a lot of work for those companies in here in Indian market. But also, of course, nowadays as the world situation is how can I say, like quite unpredictable. Of course, also like defense budgets are
very high,
getting higher everywhere in the world.
And every year it's increasing.
Yeah, yeah, and in a Finnish in Finland there are a lot of like defense companies also, as we have also a little bit unpredictable neighbor.
Yes,
Neighbor there have always had, so like we have been focused on that side also, and like
always.
also like defense technology,
Yes.
to combine those like digitalization innovations and then like a defense sector. Like there's a big opportunity.
A huge opportunity.
And also, for example, Finnish space companies, like they have also big opportunities here in India, because like India has a space program which
amazing.
Yeah, which Finland doesn't have in that scale.
And if you look at the budget with they're doing it's just incredible. Like it's the same, like the project that Indian space companies are working on. If any American company would work on the same project, they would be investing more than 100 of times more money.
Yes.
So that is something that India is doing really great in.
Yes.
So yeah. I remember you were talking about how easy it used to be to travel in the Finland back in the days, few decades ago. Like they didn't used to ask for any visa or passport or anything like that, right? You were sharing me one of the stories of a very famous business, an Indian entrepreneur, who maybe moved to Finland in 1970s or 80s and chose to be totally like, empty back in the days, and now he's super successful. So I would like to share that story in detail to our listeners and viewers, please.
I was in we had a event at Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad, yeah.
Few weeks ago, and I met there one Indian gentleman, and he went to Finland in his early ages. Like he was something like 17, and that happened in 70s.
Wow. And he was a 17-year-old Indian guy, moved to Finland during the 70s.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And he moved to Finland on those early days, and like he didn't knew anything about Finland, of course, on those days, like some 50 years ago. Of course, then where there was not internet or any like a social media or anything where you can see what's happening other side of the world. But he just took a risk, and like he traveled to Finland.
Okay.
And he told me that on those days, like they didn't ask that kind of like visas or anything.
What's the purpose of visit?
What's the purpose of visit? And like things were, of course, because there was not that many people coming from India to Finland on those times. But he went there, and like he learned a profession there, and he learned the Finnish language there.
Well.
And he ended up working in a Finnish company, and nowadays he's working here in India side.
Okay.
For that Finnish company. It's a Finnish company called Elematic.
And is like a top
Yeah,
top-notch guy now.
he's one of the like main managers on that company Elematic in Indian side, and that's a story, of course, that like on those early days when there was not that much knowledge about like what's happening on the other side of the world, and if you just took a risk and you just went there and like see
And
what's happening,
And the Sisu part again.
yeah, and that was like a quite rewarding on those
Rewarding,
times.
yeah.
Of course, nowadays the things are different because like there's a lot of people who want to come from
Other
like
side, all of the world, I would say.
yeah, and of course like the visa rules and
Everything.
how to get visa is it's more challenging nowadays. But on those days like things have been more like a wild west style, like that if you just like if you have a courage and like if you are like crazy enough to take a risk, then you can end up in quite a successful situation.
It's good to be crazy at times.
Yeah.
You have been staying in India for almost a year, right?
6 months now.
6
yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Would you like to share any of the crazy stories in India, or something that was like a totally culture shock for you? Anything?
I would say like in the first week when I was here, like I didn't have internet yet on my phone,
Okay.
and I was only using Wi-Fi in here, and I ordered Uber. I ordered like a auto there outside, and then I went there, and I didn't know that I have to give OTP. I was just thinking that I go and just jump in the car.
Yeah, and
that's
it will start
Yeah,
moving.
but like he was asking for OTP.
And you were thinking, what is it?
I was like, I didn't have internet, and I was like, sorry, I don't have any OTP. And then he was like, okay, like then just cancel the ride, and like if you pay me cash, that will be okay. And I was like, yes, but do you know where to go? Because like I was living on the beginning, I was living with my colleague here, and like I was I didn't have internet. I have a screenshot of Google Maps, like that's showing that like go this direction, go this place, and like okay, yeah, like he drew there, and then when we were driving, like we went to traffic lights, and of course like here in India there are like those street kids and like people who are living at the streets, and they came in the auto, and I was like, oh my god,
That
oh my
can be
god,
very
like
overwhelming for you.
like who are you and what do you want? And but then in the end, like we got all the way to my colleague's apartment, but like it was already like a late night, and he was sleeping, and I was thinking that I can't wake him up, and thank God there was guards at the house, like who borrowed me money
Okay.
that I had cash to pay for the driver,
Okay.
and I eventually get in.
That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. And so, have you ever tried like some new cuisine in India, some new food in India, or just like went with the most famous dishes and all? Or you tried something new for the first time?
Quite often they have been quite traditional dishes that I have tasted.
One of the things I want to ask, like when you were growing up, right? Have you ever heard the name of India during your childhood days, or what was your impression, or imagination or whatever about India?
I would say like the biggest thing that I knew from India in my teenagers and in my childhood was Punjabi MC song Mundi and Bak.
Okay.
You know that song?
Which one?
The
So I'm sure that there must be many stereotypes also about India, right? Especially like in the Nordic countries and all.
Yeah.
So was it different from that or not? Coming here and then seeing and experiencing everything.
I would say like I would say this was quite much that I expected. Because of course, like many things, as I said, they are very different here. And but I'm still like the biggest reason why I wanted to come here is the market size and the growth opportunities here, and of course as a professional way, like that interests me, that this is kind of like a place where the train is still coming. Whereas in many countries nowadays it feels that like the best days are already past, and like the birth rate is going down in many countries, but here it's still like things are on a growth rate.
Yes. It's still developing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why it's a huge market. You were sharing the names of some of the very famous Finnish companies. Even about the Nokia, you were saying that even the Nokia phones, they're not there anymore in the market. But again, Nokia is almost having 17,000 employees in Bangalore, and they're doing the network thing and all, which many people are not aware about.
Yeah, that was thing that I amazed when I heard that a Nokia Networks has so big presence here in India.
And Nokia is a Finnish company.
It's a Finnish company known for their mobile phones. Some like 20 years ago was their glory days.
Yes.
When it was the biggest mobile phone company in the world. But unfortunately, then they lost the competition for
Sure.
Apple and the
Samsung
and Samsung and those companies.
Chinese companies slowly.
But then they changed to build the networks, and actually like here in India, as you said, like in Bangalore, they have some 17,000 employees.
That's a lot.
Engineers, and like they are building the networks here, and actually like from my understanding, like many of the like Indian people are actually using Nokia networks,
And they are not aware about it.
Yeah, they are not aware about it, because like they are like you buy your 5G, like you buy it from Geo
Yes.
or Airtel, or like from those big brands, but actually like who have made and who is maintaining the networks, which is the like behind the 5G and 4G, and like
these are things like invisible, so that's why people not
how
aware
you are
about.
using your Instagram and your WhatsApp, like actually they go through Nokia networks.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Cool.
Another like interesting like moment was when I went to Delhi Metro.
That's amazing.
I saw the like elevators and escalators
Yes.
were made by Finnish company Kone.
Really?
Yeah.
So basically, French companies are doing lots of stuffs in India which many people are not aware of.
Yeah, it's kind of thing also, like if you go to escalators in Delhi Metro, you don't think that
You don't
where
think-
are these escalators
So it all
from, but like it's a Finnish company Kone who have made those.
Oh, that's pretty good observation. By the way, I love I love the metros in Delhi. They're pretty amazing, well structured and connected. So metros are really good here.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks. The weather's pretty good now. Yeah. So yep, you're done for the day.
Yeah.
It was a great day.